Have you ever felt like there's more to reality than what we see, hear, and touch? Like this physical world is just a shadow of something more real, more perfect? If so, you're already thinking like one of the greatest philosophers in history, Plato. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the mind of Plato, a thinker whose ideas have shaped Western thought for over 2,000 years. So, grab your thinking caps, because we're about to question everything you thought you knew about reality. Plato's philosophy starts with a radical idea. There are two worlds. First, there's the physical world we live in, the one we experience with our senses. It's a world of change, decay, and imperfection. That beautiful sunset fades, your favorite mug can break, and even our bodies grow old. According to Plato, this world is not the true reality. It's more like a flickering shadow on a wall. So, where is the real reality? Plato called it the world of forms, or the world of ideas. This is a higher, non-physical realm that contains the perfect, eternal, and unchanging blueprints for everything that exists in our physical world. Think about the concept of a circle. You've seen many circles in your life: a wheel, a plate, a drawing. None of them are perfectly round, but you have an idea in your mind of what a perfect circle is. That perfect circle, which has never existed and will never exist in the physical world, is what Plato would call the form of the circle. This applies to everything. There's a form of a tree, a form of a cat, and most importantly, forms for abstract concepts like justice, beauty, and goodness. Everything in our world is just an imperfect copy, a mere participation in these perfect forms. The physical chair you're sitting on is a chair only because it partakes in the form of sureness. This leads us to Plato's second key point. What is true knowledge? If the physical world is just a world of shadows, then relying on our senses sight, sound, touch can only give us opinions and beliefs, not true knowledge. Our senses can be deceived. True knowledge, for Plato, is grasping the forms themselves. And how do we do that? Not with our eyes, but with our mind, through reason, logic, and intellectual contemplation. He believed that our souls actually existed in the world of forms before we were born. That's why we have these innate ideas of perfection. Learning, then, is not about discovering something new, but about remembering what our soul already knows. He called this process an amnesis, or recollection. To make this mind-bending concept easier to understand, Plato gave us one of the most famous allegories in all of philosophy: the allegory of the cave. Imagine a group of prisoners who have been chained inside a dark cave their entire lives. They are forced to face a blank wall. Behind them, a fire is burning, and puppeteers walk back and forth, holding up objects so that their shadows are cast on the wall in front of the prisoners. For these prisoners, the shadows are their entire reality. They give them names. They talk about them. They believe the shadows are the real things. They know nothing else. Now, what if one prisoner was suddenly freed? He's forced to turn around and see the fire and the puppets. At first, the light would hurt his eyes, and he would be confused. He might even think the shadows he knew were more real than these strange objects. But then, he is dragged out of the cave and into the outside world. The sunlight is blinding, but as his eyes adjust, he sees the real world for the first time. Real trees, real animals. I sell it. He realizes that everything he knew in the cave was just a pale imitation of this vibrant, true reality. He now has genuine knowledge. Filled with this incredible revelation, he returns to the cave to free his fellow prisoners. But what happens? They don't believe him. They think he's crazy. His eyes, now accustomed to the light, can't see the shadows on the wall as clearly as before. His friends mock him and would even try to kill him if he attempted to drag them out. For Plato, we are all like the prisoners in the cave. We live our lives, mistaking the shadows of the physical world for reality. The journey out of the cave represents education and philosophy. It's a difficult, painful process of turning our minds away from the sensory world and towards the light of truth, the world of forms. The sun, in the allegory, represents the ultimate form, the form of the good, which illuminates all other forms and is the source of all truth and reality. The philosopher is the freed prisoner who has seen the truth and feels a duty to guide others out of the darkness, even if they resist. This journey is not just an intellectual one, it's a journey of the soul. Plato believed the soul is immortal and has 3 parts. He compared it to a charioteer driving 2 winged horses. The charioteer is reason, our logical and rational part. Its job is to guide the soul towards truth. One horse is spirit, representing our noble emotions like courage, ambition, and honor. This horse is generally cooperative with reason, but the other horse is desire, representing our appetites for food, drink, and physical gratification. This horse is wild, unruly, and often tries to pull the chariot in the wrong direction, down towards the physical world. A just and happy person, according to Plato, is someone whose reason is firmly in control, guiding the spirit and taming the desires. When these 3 parts of the soul are in harmony, with each doing its proper job, the individual achieves inner balance and virtue. Imbalance, where desire or even an unchecked spirit takes over, leads to an unjust and unhappy life. This idea connects directly to his famous statement, "Virtue is knowledge." Plato believed that no one does wrong willingly. When people do bad things, it's out of ignorance. They are acting like the wild horse of desire because their reason doesn't truly understand what is good. If you truly, deeply understood the form of the good, you would naturally act in a good way. It's like the freed prisoner who has seen the sun. They wouldn't choose to go back to staring at shadows. Therefore, the path to being a good person is the path of philosophy, the quest for knowledge of the good. Plato extended this idea of harmony from the individual soul to society as a whole in his most famous work, The Republic. He outlines his vision for the ideal state. Just like the soul has 3 parts, the ideal society is divided into 3 classes. The producers, farmers, craftsmen, merchants correspond to desire. They provide for the material needs of the state. The auxiliaries, soldiers, and police correspond to spirit. They are courageous and protect the state. And finally, the guardians, the rulers, correspond to reason. And who should these rulers be? Not the wealthiest, not the most popular, and certainly not those who crave power. For Plato, the ideal society should be governed by philosophy. These are individuals, both men and women, who have undertaken the long and difficult journey out of the cave. They have spent decades in rigorous training of both mind and body to come to understand the world of forms and the ultimate form of the good. Because they have true knowledge, they are the only ones fit to rule. They wouldn't want to rule, they'd rather contemplate the forms, but they would do so out of a sense of duty to create a just and harmonious society for everyone else. This might sound a bit authoritarian, and it's one of the most criticized parts of Plato's philosophy, but his core message is profound. Leadership should be based on wisdom and a genuine concern for the well-being of all, not on personal ambition or greed. So, what's the ultimate takeaway from all this? Why should Plato's 2,000-year-old ideas matter to us today? Because at its heart, Plato's philosophy is a call to freedom. It's a call to break free from the chains of unexamined beliefs, popular opinion, and sensory illusions. He teaches us that thinking deeply, asking questions, and seeking truth is not just an academic exercise. It is the path to freeing our souls from ignorance and manipulation. By questioning the shadows on our own cave walls, whether they're projected by social media, advertising, or political rhetoric, we can begin our own journey toward the light. Plato reminds us that the most important journey we can take is the inward one, the one that leads to self-knowledge and a clearer understanding of the world. He encourages us to be more than just spectators of shadows. He wants us to become seekers of truth. Plato's philosophy is vast, and we've only scratched the surface today. But I hope this gives you a new lens through which to see the world, and maybe even yourself. What are the shadows in your life? What does your cave look like? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for joining me on this philosophical journey. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more big ideas, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, keep questioning.